Oh, hi guys. So, I don't even know how long this video is gonna be, but I just thought I should come on here and just, do a little mukbang, a little very what do you call it? That's the word for it. Very intimate, very cute little mukbang, and it's actually a video that I did plan. This is actually very hot, so it's actually not that hot anymore. But yeah, I basically have noodles and it's Pepsi. Nothing crazy, don't worry. Anyway, okay, it actually is hot. Whew. Okay, so welcome back to the channel, you guys. I promise this video was planned. It's not. I'm enjoying I'll be coming on here and talking nonsense and thinking that will move someone. I promise. I'm not like that. But I just came on here to say, choose your friends wisely. Obviously, I can't speak for after high school, but I think for the most part for me, it's just more of a high school thing. Because high school is a very weird part of life. It's like grade 10, yeah? And I'll explain my thinking. Are you guys even straight? I don't even know. You guys are like lopsided. I think that's better. Anyway, so, as I was saying, grade 8, grade 10 is a very weird grade because you're old enough to be a senior or to almost be a senior, but still young enough to be part of the grade 8s and 9s. So it's like a weird place where you're trying to figure out, am I old, am I young? So the seniors look down on you, but the grade 8s look up to you. You literally come from being a child to being in high school and literally trying to figure yourself out. Your body's changing, your mind is changing, your feelings are changing, everything is changing. And then you're supposed to make career decisions or like pathway decisions. It's like, okay, then the next year you kind of have to go into full-on adulting, so it's kind of like a very weird place. So I think having the right people around you is very important. And might I say, I have not had the best experience with friends. If anything, I think I've had the worst, like literally since even in primary. So I think for me, I can definitely say I've learned a lot, and yeah, it also hasn't been very easy. So, having the academic peers, sorry, maybe that was a bit harsh. It's more of a thing of, dog, you need people around you your age who understand exactly what you're going through or don't feel like studying. If you go to your parents, they're just gonna go do it, dog. It's easy. Do it. It's gonna be fine. You have to do it. You're wasting my money, nigga. If you go to your teachers, it's like, I believe in you, and you can do it. But if you tell your friend, they're like, yo, dog, same. But you need those people to kind of hold you accountable. Because if I don't feel like studying, I have no valid reason as to why I'm not studying. I need my friend to come up to me and say, hey, Baba, get up. So just be with your academic peers, just in terms of people that are going to hold you accountable, people who are going to find it as important, or academics as important to you or to themselves as they are to you. People who are going to, and it's time to study, people are going to say, okay, we're going on a study date, but that actually means we're studying. That doesn't mean we're coming together, opening books and then talking about people's business or talking about whatever else. When we're studying, yeah. So just make sure you're being around people who won't stagnate your academic development and your overall academic performance. A stagnated word, I don't know, I think it is, but anyway. Your friends must not be conditional. Please don't get friends who are with you for a season or for a certain reason. Be with people who are actually there for you when you're at your worst and when you're at your best. People who will not be jealous of you. People who will not envy you. People who will not who don't think the sun shines and and rests on their asses, you know. I'll tell you, with my friends, at one point in my life, I was around people who, when they're having a bad day, I must also have a bad day. When they're having a good day, I must also have a good day. And it's like, when they're disappointed about the report and I'm happy about mine, the only focus is about their report and how sad they are and how we should console them. They can't pull themselves out of it to congratulate me. And vice versa. Okay, no, not vice versa. But the point is, you have to be around people who can be considerate of you, regardless of how they're feeling, because you know that you can do the same. I mean that maybe that's a big expectation if you can't do the same. Like, if you're just sad and you just want to be sad, it doesn't matter who else matters, then if that's the type of person you are, then go ahead. But for me, regardless of how I'm feeling, regardless of how I'm feeling, like, if you're it, you're it, and I'm gonna give that to you. You know, if you're gorgeous, you are gorgeous. If you did well, I'm proud of you, regardless of what I did. You know. Also, it's just a thing of you can't be comparing. You can't be in competition. You guys can't compare yourselves to one another, because then what's the point? Because even that support is conditional. Because if I'm constantly looking at what you're doing, I'm only gonna support you when I feel like you earned it. But for you, a big achievement is you achieving 60%. You know. Then I'm going to say, oh, but I got 80%. So it's like, you know, can't be doing that. And I've been around people like that at one point in my life. Or people who never understood what I do, what I like, what I'm busy with. And basically just treated me like nonsense because I didn't fit their standard. Like, I'm not hanging with you all the time. Now I'm not your friend. Okay, so my brother walked in. I lost my train of thought, but whatever I was saying, that. Anyway, then we move on to Zindazom Jolo. Now, I don't believe in girl code. I believe in the principle and what it is, but I just don't believe girls follow it. But one thing about boys know and understand bro code. But it's fine, we'll talk about that another time. Stay tuned, there's a video coming. With girls, with friends, I bring up the concept of dating each other's exes. Now, I'm not very active in that sense. And you know, that's okay. That's fine. But I must say, one thing I know for sure is that there's certain stuff that I truly think are necessary in friendship. Now, I don't believe in letting boys get in between you, but I do believe in allowing fear or allowing no communication at all to allow a boy to get in between you. If you get what I'm trying to say, you probably don't. Let me explain. Here's a scenario. Job is a boy. Pillow is a girl. Blanket is another girl. Pillow was dating Job. They broke up. Or whatever. Now, Blanket has a crush on Job. And Job has a crush on Blanket. You know. Now, Pillow doesn't have a problem with them dating. You know. What she has a problem with is, I'm not necessarily saying like friends should go report to each other who they are dating. But it's just the common decency of just saying, hey, Baba, here's what's happening. And I hope you can support it. And dog, I'm your friend, you know. I'm going to support whatever you do. But please don't let me find out through the means of you guys being in each other's faces. You know, all I'm saying is, yo, guys, and I don't want to talk too much about this one, but I'm just saying, when you guys find yourselves in a situation, be with people who, when you guys find yourself in a situation where you guys like the same guy, or one likes the guy after one likes the guy after the other one had dated them or had been busy with them or whatever. Make sure that you guys communicate about it and that there's no one who's caught by surprise, because being caught by surprise is kind of disrespectful. You know, it's like, and you can't walk around saying, nah, dog, I don't care, I don't need your permission. Dog, she's your friend. She's your friend. It's just the common decency of saying, I'm not asking for your permission. I'm just letting you know that this and this and this is happening. You take it how you will, but at least I did my part by telling you. And I'm your friend. I'm not going to be difficult and say, no, you can't take my... No, probably don't even care about that nigga anyway. But my thing is to keep our friendship. Talk to me. Don't catch me by surprise. I'm not saying report, but report. Then... Okay, can I bring up a concept that has nothing to do with friends? Guys, can you talk about this term homie hopping? So, I've been hearing this word a lot. It's been making noise in my ear. I won't even say for what or how, but like, a lot of people have been talking about homie hopping. If your homie replies quick... Sorry, I'm joking. Sorry. It's past there. I'm joking. Anyway. Everything in a wine glass just tastes better. Anyway. Be with friends who are supportive. Be with friends who are going to make things that you should make a big deal. They make them a bigger deal for themselves. People are gonna... Because me, I've had multiple times where I didn't get excited for my birthday. Or I wasn't proud of myself for a certain achievement. But my friends made me realize that actually this is huge and that it deserves to be celebrated. My birthday deserves to be celebrated regardless of how I feel about it. People are going to pull you out of a mindset of you just making excuses over nothing. People are going to hold you accountable. People are going to hold you down. People you can have fun with. Also, here's a very important thing to me. So, in life, sometimes rumors start, right? And sometimes rumors about two friends start, yeah? Make sure that you're around people who choose to always believe the truth over what they believe is the truth. Because if, say, I'm your friend, and then you hear that I said, yo, she has a big toe, right? And then you get mad at me for hearing that I say you have a big toe. Sissy, not my friend. Because honestly, what do you mean? Because I know this is something that I struggle with and it generally makes me sad. It generally makes me sad because sometimes I'd be around people and they'd hear something about me that is so out of character. That is completely out of character. But they believe it because it's like they're emotional or they want to throw a fit or whatever, and then they still call themselves my friend. It's like, what do you mean that you're going to hear one thing that is completely out of character that more than half of you believes is not true, but you're going to believe it because you heard it, right? Because you heard it and you believe it. So you're going to completely forget and completely disregard my entire character, the character that you know, the me that you know, to listen to something that you know is completely out of character for me. But because you're emotional and because you're having a bad day or you're emotional, now you're going to throw a fit and then not want to talk to me and like, if I said it, come talk to me and give me a chance to apologize. If my apology means anything, come to me and speak to me direct, Don't throw a fit or a tantrum because best believe one thing about me, and I've also learned this a lot about myself this year. I'm not a confrontational person, not because I can't, because best believe I can, but some things are just not worth it. And I know that's cliche, but it's true. Because if in tough times you completely forget everything we have, everything we share, our entire friendship, completely disregard me, the person that you know me to be, I don't even see it being worth it. I'll have a conversation with you if you mean that much to me. And most of the time they all mean so much to me, but sometimes disrespect is just way too much. And I always say, if it's a bad thing that I walk away from situations and friends and boys are very disposable to me, that's my consequence to face. That's my punishment that I will receive from God one day when I go to heaven. That's my baby to carry, and I'm gonna carry my baby, but I'm not gonna be made bad. I'm not gonna be made to feel bad for stuff that are not true, and for also being human, because sometimes I do have my shortfalls. Sometimes I do stuff that are wrong. Give me a chance to apologize. Give me a chance to explain to you why I did it. You know, if I don't have an explanation and I was just being a bum, give me a chance to admit to the fact that I was being a bum, or give me a chance to be called out by you telling me that I am a bum, and give me a chance to apologize if we want our friendship to continue. But now if you're gonna throw a tantrum and just go talk nonsense about me outside, or you're throwing a tantrum, you don't want to talk to me, you want me to run after you, I'll show you why I won't. As an it all just boils down to communication. It all just boils down to, let's be honest with each other. Because as friends, we don't always get along. But if you can't respect me in the tough times, you don't go talk nonsense about me in the tough times, and throw a tantrum and call me names in the tough times, then it's not worth it. When you can just keep quiet. When you can literally just keep quiet. Just keep quiet and don't say anything. No one's forcing you to say anything. But you just want to prove this big point. You have to say something. Go ahead. Me, not doing that with you. So, like I tell with my friends now, me and my friends don't get along. We give each other space. No one talks nonsense about anyone. If anyone asks, we're fine. Until we can sit down and have a conversation. Or until we can sit down and just get over it. Like the other time, Nabisa and I, who's a friend of mine, we were fighting over the locker key. We didn't speak. We had physics together, and I'm pretty sure it was a double period. We went to physics together. We sit right next to each other, and we're always sitting together, eating and talking. We didn't talk to each other. Double period. Then we got home that day, and she sent a message, and she's like, "Are we fighting?" Then I said, "I think so, but I don't remember why." Then we moved on. Life went on. Clearly, it wasn't big enough of a problem to have to sit down and have a conversation about it, because it was about a key. But the other time, I'll give another example. It's me and Ayanda. She's another one of my friends. I don't remember what happened. Okay, I do remember what happened, but I'm not going to share that. But the thing is, it was this big argument. It was very confrontational, very big conflict. We gave each other space. And I don't remember how long, she initiated a conversation. We spoke about it. We apologized to each other. She said her piece. She said what she's sorry for. She then also added how I made her feel. I said what I'm sorry for, and I told her how she made me feel, and we apologized to each other. We hugged it out and we were fine. We were cool. No one spoke shit about the other person. We just gave each other space, I have another friend. We don't talk all the time, but best believe forever yena. Lulu, my friend. Forever yena. Like the friends that I have now have honestly taught me that friendship doesn't have to be difficult. It really doesn't have to be complex. It doesn't have to be so emotional. It doesn't, like I have male friends who, guys, they wake up and they send me Bible. Like guys, I have male friends right now who make it so easy, and I've always struggled with feeling like I'm too much to support, too much to love, too much to care for. And the people around me right now have truly just made me feel like, no, I'm not too much. It's just everyone I was messing with before just made me feel like I was too much, but I was never too much because I was asking for the bare minimum. All I'm saying is, can you at least support me without me having to ask? They're at my games. That's one thing I've never had, and I've been doing sport my entire life. No one ever came to watch me, but I became friends with the people that I'm friends with now, and they're at my games. They're always there, and if they can't, they let me know. They come. No one asked them to do that, but it's just it's just basic support. They don't even have to ask. I don't have to ask. They also don't have to ask, because it just comes naturally. Babe, I want to see you do great, and if I get to watch you do something you love, why wouldn't I want to come? Why would I want to come and share that joy with you? That passion with you, and if we can't talk all the time, that's fine too. We have lives. But when we come together, we know it's always a good time. We know it's always a fun time. One of my friends is always busy. She's always up and down. It's always me and the other one is always just us two. But when she comes, we don't go, what are you doing here? You never run. No! She has a life of her own. We have lives of our own. Because we always know they're going to come back together, and we're always going to come back, and we're going to catch up, and we're going to, life is tough, guys. The last thing you need is being around people that you can choose to have or not to have in your life, and they make it difficult. And any relationship is difficult, but it doesn't have to be as difficult as people make it out to be right now. It really doesn't have to. Another thing, you can't be friends with someone who's friends with someone you don't mess with. That is one thing I have learned, and that is one thing, or that is one thing I have dealt with as of recently. I have learned that if I'm friends with you and you are friends with someone I don't mess with, you are not my friend. You are the friend of whatever you get from these two friendships. You are not my friend, you're not her friend either. You know, regardless, I'm sorry, but regardless of if I tell you things and you take them to her, or she tells you things and you take them to me, or not, even if you keep quiet and you just keep it to you can't. You can't. Because that means you have no loyalty, no sense of loyalty whatsoever. And I'm sorry, I can't deal with that. Because I can't trust you with things because I'm too scared that no. It just doesn't happen. It just can't happen. And like, I'm sorry, I've just come to the conclusion that's just not what I want to deal with, and that's not the type of people I want around me. It ends there. The past couple of months for me have been absolutely insane, guys. Next year, me and Shiva, I'm gonna tell all these story times. Stay tuned. Guys, we're almost at 1,000 subscribers. It's actually insane. I kind of have anxiety about it, but that's not what this video is. The point is, be around people who don't make you feel like you're hard to love. Be around people who don't make you feel like you're hard to support. Be around people who don't make you feel like you're supposed to be perfect. Be around people who allow you to be human, allow you to make mistakes, allow you to learn from them, and allow you to just keep growing. People who don't give you a hard time, people who are not hard on you, and make sure that it's choice to be friends with those people. Make sure that you're not staying around people because you feel like you have to stay around them because shame they don't have friends, or you have to be there because we've been through so much. Hey man, sometimes people are there for a season and for a reason, and sometimes you just gotta let that shit go. Like for me, I've always said friends and boys are very disposable to me. If you don't serve me no more, deuces. And it's not that deep, and it's okay. That's fine. Like I've always said, if anything I'm saying right now is wrong, that will be my baby to carry, my consequence to face. It's my choice. So if God is looking down at me and saying, no, my girl, that is very wrong, it's fine, I'll deal with God. But you have no reason to be telling me that anything that I think or say or feel or believe is wrong. That's what I'm saying. Like for me, if I'm already, life is hard. The last thing I need you to do is to be making my life hard unnecessarily. Big emphasis on the word unnecessarily. I'm not gonna go through problems because you can't communicate. I suck at communication. I really struggle with communication, but you don't see me making excuses. I do my best. Like literally every time I communicate with my best friend and I tell her that I didn't like that she did this or I say, aren't you proud of me? I'm communicating, because it's a big deal for me. And I need to be around people who are going to give me those flowers when I do communicate, because that's the only way I'm going to get comfortable with it. My friend finds it hard to cry. When she does cry because she's feeling something and she's not shoving her feelings down, I give her flowers because I know it's something she struggles with, but I know it's something she also has to get comfortable with, because you can't shove your feelings down all the damn time, So be around people who can give you your flowers when you deserve them. Simple. Oh, now you can't communicate, so now me and myself are right, because I'm stepping out of my comfort zone to make sure that you're comfortable and that our friendship stays together and it stays intact and it's healthy. You can't do the same. Why? Try next door. I'm not doing that. So, and the thing is, friends come and go, but that doesn't necessarily mean that you shouldn't enjoy them. When they're there, enjoy them, have fun, go on dates, gossip, laugh, do baby stuff, do whatever, but just make sure that you're around people who will not stagnate your growth, who will not stagnate your mental health, who will not stagnate your progress, your overall progress, who will not stagnate, people who will be considerate of you at all times, regardless of how they feel, because that's just how relationships work. That's just how relationships work. There comes sacrifice, there comes compromise, and that's just how relationships work. And that's just my piece. That's just my piece. Anyway, I love you guys. I need to go study now. I have so many accounting activities to do. I have 2 speeches to get done. I have a whole lot of shit to to do. I love you guys so much. We are literally 10 subscribers away from 1,000. That is absolutely insane. I have so much planned and I cannot wait for you guys to see it. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you guys in the next one. And remember, God loves you. Okay. Bye.